Look, Michael, shut that dumb shit up. Just say you got swindled. Say it. Don't give me that mess. I would never buy what you're selling. Ever. Silence. Your lanky ass is capping once again. Now, even though you're of age, I think you need an appointed guardian, besides the parents you live with. Because you're incapable of handling your own affairs, your mental health is extremely unstable and untreated. Adult Protective Services should be called. I don't give a shit. Don't argue. Say what now? I see. You don't have to do a damn thing but stay black. You're sizing me up over the phone. Big mistake. Why? Because I will turn you every damn way but loose and Papa can't save you. Listen close real good, Michael. I am not going to sugarcoat this. We have to turn the microscope on ourselves first, before we blame women. You're a phony grown man living in a condemned house with the parents, beating a dead Johnson. After the ladies find out what you're truly about. Roaming the streets of Blue Hill, Columbia Road, Mass Avenue, Morton, Washington Street, so many more in Boston, looking for shit to do on your nights off. With your hardship ass. You are very much full of shit, acting too cool for school. You are the ringleader of your own kind. Big clowns. Yes, it is. It's the reality of your life. Wake up. Don't get upset at me. Call the fire department. Talk to the marshal. Have them do a full inspection on you and the parents' place. Simple. Section 8 can't do everything, damn it. Well, stand on all 10 then. Be a man for once, get your shit off the ground, just go up and shut up. Stop sending those fugazi YouTube videos to folks in their messenger. Typing these laughing emojis around the Facebook streets, looking moist and stupid. Quit talking about the next woman and man. What the hell? Cease the ridiculousness. Bozo. Clown behavior. Next topic. Damn. Silence. This is what you need. The penile pump inflator. The device is completely concealed in your body. It's helping a lot of men. It's a 1-hour, outpatient procedure, small incision in the scrotum, with minimal pain, 1 week downtime recovery, covered by most insurances. Get the ball rolling and stop playing with your life. Michael, take my advice. I know you can do better without the anger. You have to change your ways and thinking. How else do you expect to be taken seriously? And fall asleep at night without a laced blunt. I'm the only one listening. Lines are off. Settle down. No. I will not publicize your call today. Because there was a few things you didn't notice last we spoke. Number 1. You showed me a picture of your child, and gave me certain information, in front of the Goldman Building, and on our first call. Not that day at the park. You didn't notice when I said it at the park, and didn't correct me. I was testing you. You glossed right over something you should have nipped in the bud. Man, oh man. You're the saddest I've seen in a long damn time. Enormous facts. Lord have mercy. And stop giving women you're trying to fuck kisses on the forehead until you get the inflator. I told you you're a big clown with no functioning dick or money. It sure is. Very obvious how lost and screwed up you are.
How are you, Caroline? Thank you for coming to spend time. It means a lot.
I'm doing well. A wildlife park ranger's work is never done.
I'm doing the same, absolutely, keeping stress at a minimum, which is why I'm enjoying the peaceful scenery.
I'm glad you called.
I'm glad you weren't too busy.
Nonsense. It was time for a break anyway. I miss my sister. How is my nephew?
He's fine, I guess.
You guess?
He doesn't talk to me too much these days.
You're his mother, who by the way was in labor with him for 2 days.
He goes to Jack for all of his needs, concerns and social disagreements. Like I'm invisible. But we both can see I'm not.
What a shame children are crazy out here these days. It's terrible. So ungrateful.
On the flip side, his gothic druggy friends are more important. I'm carrying on, sister. I know, it's disappointing. This is nothing like the way we grew up. I don't understand it.
And nobody's genuine today either, I'm telling you, I know firsthand. Well, it's good to see you anyway, Karen. Especially not seeing sharks swimming around you. God is amazing. Let's sit on the log and talk.
Under the circumstances, things could be better for sure, sister. Don't say it because I saw you looking at the smoke earlier. Please make an exception.
I'm going to anyway. It's my job, however. You're my sister. But you must know, this section of the woods is illegal to light fires.
Thank you.
No problem.
I guess you heard what happened.
Sheesh, Karen, for God's sake, my goodness. Know what transpired?
That bastard did it again. 2 blows to the gut this time.
There's a few bastards we know certifiable. Which one? What happened?
I'm still living a goddamn nightmare, Caroline. Serious shit keeps happening.
We know, get to it.
Richard had my back surgery cancelled and sent me packing from his rundown gas station, no questions asked.
Wow, are you serious? There's no limit to this man's vitriolic avalanche of fury. He rains on your family.
Exactly. The manager was so rude. He mailed my check home when I purposely said I'd be there to get it. Wasted round-trip bus fare when I could have bought suppositories for me and my son. I was beyond angry. I could spit fire.
There's no end to this, I see.
Quite tough, very humiliating, as you can imagine.
I bet, and doesn't allow you any dignity in the situation, which is on purpose. Don't ever be fooled.
He does it with a smile, like he's enjoying every bit of seeing decent people crawl on bloody fucked up hands and knees. Damn him.
Karen, you're swearing like a drunken pirate.
I know he's taken me to the limit. What do you expect?
But he's certainly got you crawling like animals. For every crumb, I'm sick of this. I'm going to kick their damn door down right now.
There's probably armed guards ready to shoot on sight. I wouldn't trust it, Caroline. You like breathing, don't you?
Damn them. Who cares what they have?
He and his wife are trying to torment my husband and I, but it's not going to work.
What do you mean it's working like a charm? Your family is disintegrating right in front of your very eyes.
Well then, I want to see them suffer.
Dumb. They're miserable people, clearly nothing better to do in life. They need children.
And he's impossible. Cheese and goddamn crackers. He literally cornered me in a hospital room, proceeded to berate me for 30 minutes about stealing supplies.
Did you?
No, damn you, sister, come on, I'm not that down and out.
I'm sorry, it was a fair question.
It wasn't.
Richard is sick inside his head. He's a little boy who pretends to be a man with too much money and power in this country.
Sort of reminds me of an unbearable situation I experienced at a stripper party I was invited to.
The stripper wore a big fake yellow cock. He wore it as his own. Dear God. It was strapped to his leg.
You remember?
How could I forget? It went around town faster than a cheetah chasing a gazelle.
They sent an email blast a week before the party, which I was the only one who didn't receive it. Not to touch his package as he performed.
You had too many drinks and ended up with a handful of yellow bogus penis.
I was so upset and embarrassed. I left, came home, cried on mother's shoulder.
Father was the one embarrassed.
Don't remind me. Don't you think I feel bad enough? This is my life crumbling, not yours.
You decided to stroll memory lane, not me. But now today, you're dealing with another fake one. One who is alive and breathing. Wrecking your life as you know it.
I hate him.
I do too, sister. I'm telling you, there's something wrong here. Where is Jack in all of this?
You haven't heard the rest.
Your husband served his purpose before, but now he's useless. I wouldn't sleep in the same room, let alone a bed with him, till every inch is disinfected.
Look, may I continue please? No one should throw stones unless their romantic life is better.
Tell it then, please do.
Richard is just trash. I'd rather drive stakes through my eyes to blind myself from seeing him.
Agreed.
He ordered my husband and child to be tossed right out into the street by security. I nearly went insane. But I was powerless, asking God for strength.
Which never came, apparently.
It didn't.
Downright travesty. Like those bizarre shoes you're wearing. I'm sorry, sister. You will be fine. I hate to say this.
You never hold back any other time.
Your shabby appearance of depression is hindering your beauty. Don't strain yourself. Let the raw emotions come to a head to feel better. These people know who to do it to. It really could not be me. I fight vicious till my shoes fly the hell off.
I can't with that visual, seriously.
This is just terrible. You've got to call a lawyer on this washed-up rotten head of lettuce. I'm serious. We've had enough of his shit.
With what money, Caroline? Where is it? Tell me.
Take up a petition, crowdfunding, a bake sale, a fundraiser, or sell blood. I don't know, Karen. Something has to be done.
When you're broke, and everyone is scared of the threat, there's no way out. That day Jack refused to leave the pharmacy. I have 2 boils on my buttocks. That's why I was there to get ointment.
You sleep together. He saw them. He knows.
A wife should feel comfortable sharing these things with her husband.
Not under these conditions. The trust is gone.
It is. So what's going on in your world?
Well, we're looking to draw investors on some new ideas for the park, but a few of the trustees from the museum are petitioning against it.
I thought that museum specializes in wild animal memorabilia, especially bears.
It does.
Conflict of interest defeats the purpose.
Right. Their complaint is the park is too close to their property, which they fear the new project will draw brown bears to their establishment.
Interesting.
Even though these bears have not been spotted for quite some time now.
This is what happens when 2nd and 3rd generation starts running things. Stupidity.
Exactly. To hell with them.
Certainly. If Idashri isn't on board, there won't be a green light. I know people who've dealt with them.
They have the final say.
Right.
My last lover had really poor impulse control. He was fat our entire relationship. So I thought the next one wasn't so bad.
Father didn't like him either.
Don't rub it in. Anyway, Harvey said I was using him. I think not. I wasn't. We were 2 grown individuals fulfilling needs within each other.
You saw the bigger picture for what it was.
That's exactly right. And he knew this.
It's too bad he wanted to enjoy himself, clearly looking for the obvious, but wasn't as progressive.
It was over. Done.
One of our relatives thought they saw you on the hill at night with Joe Williams. Is this true?
Please. They made a mistake. I'm not the only one who wears this uniform.
I know you get lonely. You can confide in me.
He's not my type.
He is. I grew up with you, let's not forget.
Rise and shine, Karen. People change as they grow. I don't drink anymore, thank you very much, and that's what it would take to lean into Mr. Williams' advances.
He works for the Goldmans. There are plenty fish in the sea. You don't need a man like him.
Of course.
If you're dealing with him. Let him go, please. You are too beautiful and smart. You can do better.
I'm a workaholic. Where would I find the time to mess around with him?
Just like you're sitting here now, it's possible. I ran into Sophia Dumas at the post office while picking up a package for my son. A product from the dark web that's probably banned in the United States, I'm sure. Anyway, I spoke to her with a friendly smile. She rolled her eyes, turned away, ignored me.
She's not a friend, Karen. She let you know at the library when you tried to get her to go against the Goldmans. I told you this then.
Whatever happened to Brenda? You two got pretty close as good friends.
The woman who would rather smile at everything her abusive boyfriend did and said than to put her foot down and leave, just because he's made a good living for her. Can you believe that? It was disgusting. The amount of self-esteem and bravery this woman lacked. I could never live this way.
I doubt I have room to talk.
You're not like her. Trust me. She wouldn't scream for help if she was on fire, if he told her not to.
I really can't judge.
Then judge that no good husband of yours. He's got you in deep shit.
Glory heavens, this is true. But he's doing his best to take care of our situation. Give him time.
Still lying.
You're blunt and straight to it, I see.
Try it. I'm sorry, he's full of it. He is.
It gets worse. We received a letter a week ago. The land our rented home sits on was sold to a new owner. RG&JG Properties. We might have to find a new place to live.
Sister. Those initials are the Goldmans.
Notice. My back's facing you. When a woman should be looking at the man she loves after mind-blowing sex.
Your point?
Don't start this shit, Richard. Acting cold to me. I let you fuck me 6 times in 2 days. Everything's sore and your 12-inch python dick is much too big for that.
You'll see a slight increase next pay period.
I'm fucking running out of patience with your treatment.
You said that a year ago.
I'm trying to allow grace, you bastard. I know the investigation is wearing on your mental fortitude. Why?
Why what?
I should have known you'd slip back into your old ways. I'm really sick to death of this. Every time you're mad at Jasmine, you pull me back. Why do you keep doing this repeatedly?
Do what?
What else am I talking about? Why did you make love to me again? I'm not some goddamn ragdoll you can pull the arms and legs off of. And then glue them back on.
Don't be ridiculous. We fuck. Stop calling it lovemaking.
Well, it feels as though we're sharing a sexual bond, 2 people loving each other between the sheets.
Exactly. In bed only. Between sheets. I'm not in love. The sooner you get honest, the sooner you will encounter brighter days.
Man, you sure know how to rip a beating heart right out of a beautiful woman's chest, don't you? I'm trying to heal.
Do it.
If you care to know.
I don't.
I'm trying so hard to do my job for Goldman Oil. Be the best damn secretary you've ever seen.
I wouldn't keep you on if you gave anything less.
Right.
How long are you going to act in this manner? Behaving juvenile. Talking with your back turned.
Till you simply listen for a change. Actually prove you can hear. It would make women more confident to release inner feelings so men could figure out what was missing in the first place. Great. Crickets. As usual.
Do you ever express a desire for solitude?
You make it damn impossible for me to regain legitimate mental structure to carry on. I felt good for a while. Loving myself again. I felt safe. Finally, coming to the realization of our relationship. I was waking up, feeling alive, like my whole person had returned.
Let me refresh your memory. It was you that said you were dating again. Correct?
Why do you insist on saying things to make me hate you? I can't look at your face and you refuse to see the anguish I'm dealing with constantly.
Find a new position. Join forces with a company that will pay you what I know they will not.
You shouldn't lie to yourself. You'd go crazy if I left.
Valencia. You have been lying to yourself all of this time.
I've never seen a man as heartless. You win the trophy.
You have no one to blame.
I take full responsibility, but you share the blame as well.
Then you're not taking full responsibility, are you?
It's not my fault you want to frolic in bed in these flea bag motels without a care for my health. Or yours. Watch the news, Richard. These places are a big contaminated sewer of contagious diseases, bodily fluids, and whatever else horrid indiscretions that happen. But my home isn't good enough anymore. What a crock of shit.
I truly don't see the difference.
Stop lying. My apartment's immaculate in a safe area. Why don't you go to the hottest dwelling possible? To the bottom pit of hell. And don't return until you ask for forgiveness. Seriously. You are the man who owns plenty real estate, country clubs, ski lodges, hospitals, a cannabis farm, which I need to start smoking my brains out to deal with your narcissism. But here we are. Unbelievable. Ongoing sounds of police and ambulances responding to a murder 3 doors down.
Deal with it.
Sure, this is very romantic. And laughable at the same time.
Your choice.
Wow, I see how you operate. I can't say I'm surprised, that's for sure. If you're not for me, you're against everything I stand for. Comprehend what you're doing to us.
Get dressed.
We could have had something real.
I already have that, and more.
Sure, your precious perfect wife Jasmine. Who's a saint, and does no wrong in your eyes. The model employee of headquarters.
Do you hear yourself?
Take your condescending tone and shove it, Richard. You're not my father.
Among many responsibilities performed over every single person who works for me, except myself, and the ability to sell the company if I were no longer here. Jasmine has the power to send you to the unemployment line. What does that make her?
Get off it once and for all. What marriage are you in? The one that's inside your head. You can dock my pay for saying so all you want. I really don't care at this point. I had it with your cruelty and insensitivity.
We know what's on the other side of this so-called bad hand you were dealt.
No, I'm sorry I don't. Why don't you tell me?
High-value men who will not commit to your foolishness.
What good would I be as your secretary if you keep doing this? My option of men are endless. You're just trying to wreck my self-esteem with your venomous rhetoric.
You don't need my help.
But you need mine. What's there to think about? Absolutely. To delegate when Jasmine drops the ball. To keep authorities at bay. To shred incriminating papers. To spy on employees. To help keep your marriage and Goldman oil ship running smooth.
A woman like you, Valencia. Because see, you can't control your mouth or emotions. But you want me to leave my wife for you. The only men
Another gut punch. Go ahead.
who are remotely interested in you are broke, with psychiatric issues. They have bad hygiene, no ambition, no stability. They have multiple children by different women, never having been married.
You want that to be true for my life. You're so full of it with these fabrications, my goodness. Richard, I just cannot wrap my head to believe this is the man so many people love and revere. You will be a witness to the wrath of God. And let me tell you, no man knoweth the day, nor the hour of his passing.
You wouldn't be foolish enough to threaten me with psychobabble. Now would you?
Here you go again, taking things the wrong way and out of context. When are you going to stop the angry triggered moments of jumping to conclusions?
Remember the evening you went to your ridiculous meeting and spilled your guts to Madeline Welch's daughter?
You mean the evening you confronted me about withholding this sweet blackberry pie pussy from you? So what? I was there because of you.
I realize seeking professional help was what you needed. Your mind and body holds trauma in ways you subconsciously are not aware of.
Look, you stopped answering your phone. So I stopped answering my door. A downgrade was in order, so I acted accordingly. Well, hello, Mr. Goldman. You look great in that shirt and slacks. You're so handsome and irresistible. When someone stares, they like what they see.
What are you doing?
Your favorite candy store's open, waiting to satisfy for another round of sexual bliss and ecstasy. Come on, I'm the best you'll ever find. How about one for the road, babe?
Just because you're not at work doesn't mean you shouldn't position yourself in a ladylike fashion.
Don't be mean. Take a good look at her. Nice, hairy, just the way you love.
I thought you had enough.
Women change their minds. It's a known fact. When we started out, it was so simple. I'm tired of fighting. I want to leave on a good note. Will you stay with me tonight? I need to feel your touch and lips all over my body again. I always felt you were right for me. Once upon a time, you made me love things about myself I didn't even consider.
Valencia, we have had our fun. Close your legs. Playtime's over.
Take off your clothes, let's stop playing these games. I'm hungry for that gigantic bulge in your pants.
You're suddenly not sore anymore?
No, I'm not. Don't ruin the foreplay, Richard. Learn to play along.
I have to be getting back.
Back to your wife. You can be honest, no need to spare my feelings at this late date.
Back to business. And my wife.
Jasmine's probably not home busy doing God knows what, not taking care of her man. Am I right, Mr. Goldman? Or did I get it wrong, which I doubt? Tell me. I'm not going to be the only one getting hit with sad truths.
No. A sad truth is an 8-year-old girl who went into a crawl space of an old home. She got stuck for days, suffocated and died. This is just you, in a delusional state.
Please, I can do without your deflection and gruesome stories. It's about standing up for myself. Simple.
While you're still gapped, wide open. Are you getting a full breeze down there, or what?
தினம் தொட்டு செல்ல